This is Savage Annie with Into the Pit with Annie. I'm here with Masticator. Gents, go ahead and introduce yourselves. What you do for the band?
I'm John, play guitar.
Dustin, play the bass.
My name's Mike, and I do vocals and guitar. Are you wearing sunglasses right now?
Yeah, he thinks he's cooler than us.
He doesn't want to make eye contact with the camera. He might lose his soul. I mean, you're already ginger, so...
I had the sunscreen saved me today, like no lie.
I'm very...
I had a nice,
I just come out at night.
I'm a bronze god now.
Somebody like jacked the Tums though, like they took the whole thing.
Who needs Tums?
I did last night.
A lot of people.
I bet.
There's
I
Pepto still over there.
Did it. I almost did take them. I put them on the edge of the table. But I didn't do the deed.
I'm not tripping about it. It was meant to be for bands. I'm not taking that shit home.
Yeah, I think I was the one to break into the Advil. So.
And the sunscreen. I'm glad everything has been used.
Didn't work.
Well, the liquor, when you drink liquor, dude, you're out in the sun, it like just fucks you up.
It fries him like a lobster, basically, is what he's saying.
It's fair Irish
I was going to say you got cheap Irish skin, bro.
cheap, man.
That's why it burns.
So what does it mean for you guys to be playing at Las Vegas Deathfest 11?
Why don't you tell that one? Did you get emotional for them real quick?
Alright, so
Speak louder.
he hit up Big Mike about playing, and then we got on. I was like, hell yeah, dude! It's fucking Las Vegas Deathfest. It's always been a dream, you know. So we've been preparing for the show forever, and yeah, we got to the airport on Friday, and our drummer decided he's just gonna leave us the day of and dip. So we almost didn't play it. Luckily, our friend Nate from A Curse of Creator filled in for us and killed it, you know. Much props, Nate. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. Did you get to talk to them as well? Yeah.
Yep, before they left.
Our Florida homies came to save the day. I called them from the airplane, and I was like, "Hey guys, can I talk to your drummer? Can we borrow him?" And as soon as we got here, we hit the hotel room with a practice pad and tried to work it out as best we could, you know. But we made it happen. It was interesting.
Shit happens, man.
It's rock and fucking roll, man.
Turned us into a technical death metal band. We're just straight up South Florida, old school death metal. But his drums are like off time because he's a technical death metal drummer, like septic with Gord. So like, you know, we're just play the riffs, you know. Just don't focus on the drums. It's gonna throw you off because it's not what we're used to. When we watch the video afterwards, we're like, yeah, so
Your stage presence wasn't bad either, which always helps. Like, you guys don't have to have a tight, perfect set to be a good crowd pleaser.
This was probably the first show ever in my career that I didn't have a drink beforehand.
We're super proud of you. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem.
yeah, when
Grab some beer.
when I play bigger festivals, I always keep it sober. When I'm in like a different realm, you know, so you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You know, like I went overseas with my thrash band, and we filled out a rider, and I get there and nothing on the rider was there, you know, so you always have to keep your eye open, like, man, for backline and all that, you know. You never know what you're really gonna get. You know?
These two are over here talking shit about the damn sunglasses and you're pouring your heart out on this thing. You two shut the fuck up and let them talk.
I'm used to it.
What dicks. Kidding.
Yeah, you know.
Kidding.
This shit's meaningful because I've been to Maryland Deathfest for 9 years straight. I never got to go to Vegas, but I grew up with, you know, Brian Baxter playing Night Regurgitation. I grew up with those cats, Paul from Embalmer and the whole Cleveland metal scene, so I would always see them play in Vegas, and I wouldn't even know about, you know, Las Vegas if it wasn't for the Cleveland metal scene, because a lot of those bands come up and play this every year. So, you know, when we got asked to play, I was like, really?
Big thanks to Big Mike.
Oh yeah, man. Big Mike.
Yeah. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this press room right now.
Yeah, same here. I don't know, somebody fucked up on his end and let us play, so.
Well, did you know that Big Mike actually personally selects every single band?
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Every single band.
That's
So if a band wants to play Deathfest and you're not sure if he's heard of you, just send him your music.
Yeah, that's kind of.
That's all you got to do, really. If he likes you, he'll put you on. It might not be the next year, it might not be this year, but it might be eventually.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Fucking seeing all these bands. Like it'll be my 4th year on the 70,000 Tons of Metal cruise.
Nice.
This next year, and a lot of the bands, that we played with last night, they've done the cruise, so it's cool to like run into them again in a different scenario.
It's just one big fucking family.
Yeah, it's crazy. I didn't expect to be salsa dancing with Blood Red Throne, but I didn't even know I could.
Tell us about the salsa dancing. Was it good or was it bad salsa dancing?
I heard it was pretty good.
We were we were killing it.
Bolt was pretty good.
Yeah, like a 4 out of 10.
Moves like Jaeger.
Was he stripping there too?
No.
Yeah, he was dancing with this goat guy.
The goat was naked.
Yeah, he was naked. I have the videos to prove it, so.
Can you send those?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'll send those literally right now.
We're gonna have to include that in their interview video.
We got the guitar player of Blood Red Throne a little too
A little
drunk.
fucked up. Yeah, he had to get the.
Which one? They have like 3.
Dimebag Daryl guy.
Yeah, did you see him chug a bottle of whiskey on stage? An entire bottle of Honey Jack.
Well, it was between him and Bolt. Bolt finished it off and then puked water on stage on top of that. Not that I'm gonna edit that out of this interview because I'm not. Fun fact, he puked on stage.
That's real life.
Yeah.
That's what happens here in Vegas.
What is the grossest thing that's been on stage when you've taken it from another band?
Oh, I've got it. So
I got it.
I got taken like something that was left there.
Like either like bodily fluids or like objects, yeah.
Watain for me.
So Watane's gnarly. That's stinks. Too stinky for me.
I've seen him like 13 times, so I got used to it,
I was on the 70K cruise, I think maybe 2 years ago, and Exhumed played, and they threw out this like big thing of like homemade guts, and it was covered in something, and it was all sticky when I picked it up. But I picked it up from the ground, covered in beer and like all sorts of vomit, probably whatever.
Vomit, piss, sweat.
Yeah, but I picked it up because like, oh, cool, there's guts on the ground. So I grabbed it and brought it back to them. And the drummer Mike was like, hey man, you should just keep that. We don't want that anymore. It's done. So I've got it hanging up in my room. But it doesn't smell good at all.
So why do you have it hanging up in your room?
Yeah.
Do you get laid? Like, is that a thing
Oh yeah, sometimes.
in that room?
He goes to their house.
Yeah, I don't take I don't take it.
Where exactly is it in your room? For your stalker's knowledge.
Like, man, for whoever ladies are come and see me in Florida, it's right above my TV. It's like nice. It's really nice.
It's a good centerpiece.
Yeah, ties the room together.
I mean, I never expected you to say you picked it up and kept it.
Well, yeah. What are you supposed to do with guts?
Put
I
him in.
remember the one time I seen Watain, they like couldn't get to a butcher shop for probably like a week, so they had all these like they were like fucking cow hearts and random organs of animals that they would just scrap, the scraps of their sideshow, and it was in the back of a U-Haul for like a week and a half. Well, and it was summertime, so this shit like was rotting. It's usually they'll go to a butcher shop at every city. They have a pre-plan with the disciples, and yeah, they couldn't get it. This is 2009, so they just used it was all rotten, and they had like fucking probably a gallon of pig's blood. And they're just throwing it on everyone, throwing the hearts out in the crowd, and people were throwing up everywhere. And like literally, I took this girl there that had nothing to do with like black metal. I was just trying to like hang out, and she totally threw up all over herself and fucking left me.
What kind of hangout were you trying to do?
A little bit of this and that. I don't think I should have took her to a Watain show. That was a bad date plan.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have.
Limits, bro.
Did she at least call you afterwards or text you?
She straight up left.
You never heard from her again. So Waltang cock blocked you, is what you're saying.
Pretty much.
I'll find them for you. I got your back. Don't worry.
I think the only thing that happened at a goat horse show, because it was at the dive bar here, was that Luis spits on stage.
Yeah.
And so it got on my hand, and somehow it also got in my hair.
I've definitely spit on people from the stage before, and like not.
I know it's not intentional,
No, literally.
yeah.
Blast them real quick, but for fun, not out of hatred.
And you in the splash zone.
It's like fucking SeaWorld, kind of. Think about it.
We're all one.
This is real.
Is that what they say at SeaWorld?
All right, well, let's talk music. The thing that you're here for.
What is that?
What do you guys have recently released? What are you guys working on?
Well, we are gonna go home at some point after this, and
10 weeks later.
and he actually runs a studio, his own studio, DB Studios, and we're probably gonna go home, put some songs together. We have songs demoed out, but we've just kind of been waiting.
It's about time to get them laid down and finished.
Get them actually put on paper,
It's a lot of work. It's taken a long time, but it's the way of the road.
Are you gonna release singles throughout the period of time, or are you doing an EP or an LP?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna do EPs. It just seems quicker, and it keeps I don't want to blow a load of 12 songs and then have to do it again every so often. I'd rather do 5 really good songs, and then another couple months later put out another one.
But that means I have to change the CD more often in my truck during road trips. What the fuck?
You could buy it on iTunes or Spotify or some kind of
Or vinyl.
media platform.
I like my hard copy CDs.
Or we could do a fucking motion picture.
We're gonna release it on Laserdisc.
You're old.
Now you guys are just mocking me. You gonna do an 8-track tape too?
I would. If we can make that a
only
trend
5
again.
tracks, not 8. We're actually looking for beer sponsors. So if you know any beer people.
Are you looking at me
Yeah, and well, the camera too. I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Anybody
at
on
you.
the camp?
anybody that wants to sponsor them? Hit them up.
Well, there's only certain beers I like though. So,
Not a beer.
Should you specify then? I feel like you should specify.
yeah. I mean, if you're a Budweiser, don't call us.
No natty light up in this bitch.
Pink Floyd's, bro. That'd be perfect. They did the obituary beer.
It's not big
Ogden
enough.
Ave.
It's not big enough, dude. We need.
Do they do it for Cannibal Corpse?
We need Michelob Ultra. Something like that.
What's the craziest tour story so far for you guys, other than your drummer leaving?
I think that takes the cake. We were at the airport in the parking lot. And,
I just left.
wrapped it up in the parking lot a little bit. And,
Did you really?
yeah, 100%.
That was bad.
Yeah, me and him went at it in the parking lot, and then
I almost got locked out of the airport.
This was like-
Is this supposed to be on record?
yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. This is cool. This is real life rock and roll.
You know how nervous you get when you have a fill-in the day before? You're on stage, you're you can't get out of it, dude. But I'm not playing Vegas. It'd be disrespectful to Mike, and we flew out here and had to pay a pretty penny to get here, because this is what we do,
Yeah.
So, but on stage, in your head, you're like, man, I hope people like this.
Hey,
Hope we don't sound like shit.
do you
Fuck.
ever remember
Fuck.
playing a set on stage and remember any of the set? I feel like I walk off stage and I immediately forget exactly
Ooh.
what happens.
Yeah, it's like when you get caught in the moment when you're playing live versus
Or you're just blackout drunk is what I'm talking about.
I mean, that sounds less productive.
Yesterday, like I said,
It
yeah.
sounds a little better. Let's go with Gucci's.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're a better talker.
all I know is, after we do this, I want to come back here again in the future, and I want to do Maryland
That's the only
Deathfest,
thing you
Quebec
know.
Deathfest. What up, Brian Taylor? What brother?
That was a
Yeah,
lot of shout outs.
I know, dude.
that's what I do.
Who are you?
Yeah, I love metal.
Okay? Settle down, man.
Oh, can we have another scrap on camera? No, I'm kidding.
Actually, they have to fight now because they.
Dude, he
ate his burger.
He ate my fucking burger. And
What kind of burger was it?
well, I wanted it was like a fucking nacho cheeseburger with a bunch of shit that I liked on it, and then
They got an avocado burger.
he got me fucking avocado burger.
But he gave it to me.
And this
then he ate his.
motherfucker stares me dead in the eyes and says, "Your burger's really good." So we gotta settle that up somehow.
Was there a root cause for the drummer just up and going?
Yeah, he got way too drunk at the airport. He literally, 5 minutes before we were boarding the plane, decided that he was gonna grab his bags and leave the airport. So, and I was literally walking onto the plane like, well, guess we're still going, and he's not now, so.
He's one of those musicians you deal with that has an ego, you know? Like, I know every band deals with it. There's always that one person that just ruins it for everyone else. It's like, what are you gonna
The
do?
camera can't see it, but I'm jerking off the air right now to just splusion
It sucks. I just
people's
wanna-
faces.
You have the ego.
Not really. I just want to
You're
play.
wearing sunglasses
Yeah,
inside.
it just looks cool on camera. Like,
You're asking for Budweiser sponsorships. You shut the fuck
I
up.
understand that, but
you ever seen Emperor? These guys wear glasses at all times. They're like my Emperor
they might be
kids.
prescription glasses.
Nah, they're just black metal dudes in Norway glasses.
That's what kind of glasses they have.
Gotta protect against the sun, bro.
Yo, talking about the sun, how the fuck do you deal with this shit out here in Vegas?
You stay inside a lot.
My body wants to sweat out there, but it's not. Doesn't do it.
Dude, we're probably.
You're sweating, but it's drying off. As
I know,
like
but the sweat is supposed to like.
That's-
I'm not a fucking
yeah.
scientist, dude, but I think
Far from it.
I went to some school, dude.
Some school.
But yeah, I went to some classes after high school. I just didn't like fucking math. What are you laughing at? Did you finish school?
He's like, no.
Fuck you.
I mean,
Said it.
I only went through high school and then some college, and then I was kind of done.
We're all fucking here, dude.
Hey, college is a scam, anyways.
Tell them.
It is.
Tell them right now.
You look up,
So
you know,
you wanna go?
the recent like studies from the government.gov. You know, I'm just used to it in school. You know, you have to have reliable sources when you're talking about shit. It's proven that all the debt put out
Who
on
proved it?
society. Dude, do you ever watch anything like?
Yeah,
Forbes?
Trailer Park Boys and Letterkenny.
Forbes.
How do you like the new animated one?
I hated it. The Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
I thought it was really bad, and I got really upset about it.
All right, back to college and how it's a ripoff.
Scam. You know, all these people are putting, you know, $100,000 worth of debt, and they'll, you know, if they were smart, they would have it.
Well, they are smart because they went to fucking college.
No.
Not all people who go to college are smart.
There's a lot of people I know with degrees that don't know what they're talking about. You know, like I have a.
Well, what are you talking about?
I have a professional job, and I deal with these kids with a college degree. You know, managing them, and I'm like, dude, your degree ain't shit because if you can't do the work. Sorry, I'm gonna go on a rant.
Well,
about
what's
this,
not a
but-
professional job?
What do you mean?
You just said you have a professional job.
Yeah,
Wasn't any job a profession?
but based off of like needing a degree, I don't. I just got lucky and worked my ass off. You know.
You're full of shit.
Oh,
He is
look
full of shit. He is full of shit.
Who's this guy?
Absolutely full of shit.
My old landlord, dude, this dude rented out his condo to me and fucking like a 7,000 CD collection included.
Yeah, he burned a bunch of my shit.
Tell him how full of shit this guy is. He was
Very.
just wearing sunglasses inside.
That's his move, man. That's what he does. That's John's look. He's got the.
Is this
he's
before or
always
after they
loped out.
puke all over themselves?
John is always loped the fuck out.
Leaves.
Oh, dog.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Where these?
Are you getting masticated over there, bro?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
good.
shit.
That's funny. Earlier, I was actually talking about you and Brian, you know, about the old days, fucking, you gotta keep it sick.
You just do.
It's mandatory, bro.
What is it saying?
Ice cold beer.
They gotta be ice cold. I mean, does anybody want to drink anything but an ice cold beer?
Ice cold water,
It's gotta be
ice
ice
cold
fucking
monster.
This is actually
But
good.
if you
Ice
have your
cold
rappers
rum.
and we're talking about beer, it's gotta be ice cold. It's
Ice
gotta
cold.
be ice cold.
Stone
I
cold.
was gonna say Stone Cold.
Stone cold.
Anyway, back to the interview.
Yeah, there you go. Don't
Segue
mind
done.
Don't mind.
Oh, I'm minding. I'm minding.
Questions? I don't have answers. I just keep talking. So
He's just a podcast.
yeah, podcast is where it's at because
I'm not gonna interview you for 3 hours. Fuck that noise.
They came
Sorry.
prepared.
yeah, I have 3 hours worth of fucking material, man.
Okay, so when was your first circle jerk experience as a band?
With him, or we have had a lot of different members. So
Okay,
I recently just joined back, so
yeah, me and him started the band. We used to jerk each other off all the time. We still do sometimes.
now what order do you guys stand in?
What do you mean, side by side?
I think we go in a height.
It's like skiing.
Okay, so in high order, can you guys stand up real quick so we can,
Man, I'm tall, so I'm going first.
What kind of video is shooting? Is this,
I think this is a casting couch now.
anything else you guys want to say before we close out?
Yeah, thank you again to Big Mike. Thank you for having us over here and talking shit. And thank you guys. You guys are the real fucking stuff.
Real MVPs, bro.
Yeah, keep your eyes peeled on new Masticator shit in the next like year. Like we're just gonna
I like
post
that. I like that
down,
time frame.
You know, get some new songs out. Hopefully you guys like it. Play some more festivals. Maybe go to another country or something. Hopefully.
Well, I gotta clear my passport issues up a little bit first.
We could always, you know, have a film. I'm joking.
Oh my god.
We're fighting right.
Well, I'm not hitting stop if you guys are fighting. Go. World star.
Like you said, a lot of member changes.
A lot of member changes. I don't know why.
Well, are you guys gonna welcome the drummer back if he has to come back, or you just gonna start looking for a new drummer?
We have a new drummer when we get back. An old drummer, the drummer that me and him started the band with. So I hit him up while we were out here, and I said, "Hey man, you got any interest in coming back?" And he's like, "Yeah, absolutely." So once we get back, we're gonna start like working real hard on some new stuff, some old stuff, and keep the ball rolling a little bit, you know.
Nice. All right. Well, this has been Savage Annie, and we are out.